This region that is called the Finistère really lives up to its name because it's the end of the world. Welcome to another Quazy ride, and in this video we're showing you what you can get if you go on ride 2 of the Brittany's base motorcycle tour yourself with La Pointe du Raz as a very nice spot to relax. Hi, I'm Uriel and I'm joined by Johan as we gear up to be your online tour guides through the winding roads of Europe. Because with our ebooks and ready to ride GPX file, both downloadable from our website, together with video guides like these on our channel, you have got everything to plan your self-guided motorcycle tour. And it's all free because Quazy Rides is the place where the love for motorcycles joins the joy of sharing. Today we are embarking on our second thrilling ride in our Brittany's base tour. And this ride is, well, making a circle around our central point, Quimper, but mainly going west of Quimper today. And it is, again, some 215 kilometers. 135 miles, and this ride should live up to the tour's name because there's plenty of base to discover. So let's go Quazy! Our first stop of today's journey is in the picturesque town of Concarneau, famous for its historic walled city, La Ville Close. Follow me. It is described as a jewel of a fortified city and one of the most beautiful bays in Brittany. So we thought a perfect stop to have a little stroll and hopefully a coffee. So yes, Concarneau is a very nice stop, but it can get very busy, especially during the weekend of Ascension Day, apparently. But it is a nice coffee stop, so if you want, you can stop here. Oh, and there was a market, so that's why the official parking was closed off. But we're here for some more riding in Brittany's bays tour, so let's go! That was really nice cruising along all those bays, Brittany's bays that we were passing. But our journey continues and we're now in Audierne, where we've added a stop down the quay for if you haven't had any lunch yet. Because there's plenty of possibilities along this route. But you can try some seafood or other Breton cuisine here in Audierne, because you will find different places for lunch here. And you will find parking here. But I did say possible lunch, because if the weather is treating you as good as it is us now, then we can have a picnic with a view. at this spectacular, nearly 80 meters high area that is called La Pointe du Raz. And yes, you have to pay for parking, and if you don't bring a picnic, there are some bars and restaurants and some shops down there as well at the visitor center. But you do get some pretty amazing views on the ocean, so a good spot to relax. And if you want to get to the true La Pointe du Raz, you do have to take a 20 to 30 minute walk that way. But just 5 minutes walk from the parking, you already can get a pretty amazing view, and you can see La Vieille Phare with the Ile de Seine, which is only 1.5 meters high but has 260 people living there. And then behind it is the lighthouse. Before we rev up our engines for the last stretch of this ride, we have one more pit stop here in Douarnenez. And this used to be France's main sardine port. But it said that today it's not just a sardine port, but Johan is like, sardines. But we just had a picnic. But today it's also a tourist resort, but it looks like it's less crowded than Concarneau. But in the old days they had more than 1,000 fishing boats here. And we have added a stop just in front of the Port-Musée, where you can park your bike and where you can get a glimpse of the maritime history of this region. And it's one of the largest maritime museums in France. And of course, if you're interested, we will share the link in our ebook that you can download for free from our website, or you can just settle for a drink on a terrace. as we are back in Quimper, this is almost the end of our ride 2 of our Brittany's base tour. And well, as always, we want everybody to have this fun with the rides that we're doing. So we have made our GPX files available via the road trip planner on our website. So check out the website, and then there you can add the rides that you want to be doing to your free account. So you can download the GPX file for free and go on this Quazy adventure yourself. And then we also have tips on where to stay in Quimper if you're gonna do this tour. And the links to the hotels will be on our website, and then the ebook that you can download as well. But we also have a separate video on where to stay in Quimper, and that will be in the middle of your screen if you want to keep going crazy now. And then, well, we hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell as well, so we will see you on our next crazy ride.